Let's go. Yo, what's good with y'all, man? This is your boy, Super Mario, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Yes, it has. Yes, it has, man. It's been a crazy ass second half of April and stuff like that. Had a big project I had to push out and everything like that, man. And it's over with. Moving on to the next one, man, and stuff like that. It's truly a blessing to be multi-talented and not just relying on just music to generate a stream of revenue or income, or just relying on music just to do whatever you know what I'm saying, can do, or what you want to do or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You have to find different ways to you know what I'm saying, have passive income and also different streams of income or whatnot. So I had the privilege of again working with Music Soul Live Showcase. Shout out to Music Soul Live Showcase and everything like that. And we put on a soul session show. And that's just basically kind of like, you know what I'm saying, that's really just the show that we had, where we had a whole bunch of R&B singers and stuff like that, man, just come in and, you know, did a performance and stuff like that, perform to a few of their songs or whatnot, and we put it all together for a live stream production and whatnot, being brought to you courtesy of Jazz Creative Media. You already see it plastered all over and stuff like that, man. So I'm gonna talk to you guys how I did the process on the back end or whatnot. This is some exclusive shit, you know what I'm saying? I should have a Patreon to show y'all niggas all this shit or whatever, but it's not built in my heart to do that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people, yeah, it's cool to pay for your stuff, you know what I'm saying, when you have that status, but, you know what I'm saying, free game is very rare to come across and stuff like that, man. So I put it to you like this: if anyone can go out there and figure out how to do it, then it's not something that you should be charging. You see what I'm saying? So consider this y'all lucky and stuff like that, because a lot of people don't know how to do all of that. But then again, what's being done can't be replicated or duplicated. You see what I'm saying? And that's authenticity right there, man. So without further ado, man, let's get up in here and let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, how we do voiceovers over video in Studio One. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all probably like don't know this can happen, or it can be of something or whatnot. This is where Studio One can be very, 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 very motherfucking powerful and stuff like that. And this is also good for you podcast editors out there. So, you know what I'm saying, if you have a podcast and you need to do some voiceovers, or you just want to do add some, you know what I'm saying, music to it, or some post audio editing or post audio production to your podcast or whatnot, this example that I'm gonna give you guys is definitely good for you all. And we also gonna check out this compressor plugin that my boy Ricochet, man, you know what I'm saying, he joins in on the stream every now and then or whatnot. He had recommended me to check out a compressor or whatnot, so we're gonna check this compressor out as well, explaining the video voiceovers and stuff like that, man. So let's go ahead and transition over to Studio One right now, man, and we're gonna get it popping, man. So y'all probably looking at this screen like, okay, it's just the motherfucking screen, right? Yeah, it's just the motherfucking screen. But you know what I'm saying, if I was to minimize the make sure you guys can see me. Yeah, all right, cool. So if I was to minimize the screen, you'll see we have audio, okay? All right, and this audio that you see right here, people, this is audio from the video, okay? This blue track right here, this yellow track right here is audio from the video. This green track right here is audio from the video, and this purple track is audio from the video. The blue tracks are, and this brown track right here that's cut up, that's also audio from the video. And the blue track down here that says host 2, I don't know if you guys can see that or whatnot, that's my voiceover. And also this one right here, that's my voiceover as well, okay? And I'm gonna talk you guys through the process. Now, this is something that you have to practice on your own. Again, this has to be taught and not, you know what I'm saying, it's something that you gotta teach and you gotta practice yourself. You can't teach voiceover work. You can't, there's certain things you could teach, and then certain things you could be like, okay, let me try it. You know what I'm saying? This is one of, okay, let me try it type of situations or whatnot. But this will get you one step closer to doing a lot of multimedia, different things or whatnot, man. So, you know, this is the power of Studio One, and I'm about to show you guys the power of Studio One or whatnot. Now, there's other DAWs that can do video sync and everything like that, of course. I'm not saying Studio One is the only one that can do it. Ableton Live can do it. The Cubase, and I want to say Logic can do it as well, whatnot. So it just depends. You have to look into your DAW and see if it can do it or whatnot. And hey, you know what I'm saying, take what my video showing you and then put it into your DAW, and yeah, that's what it is. All right, cool deal, man. So again, this brown track right here, this purple, green, yellow, and blue track, that all was one audio file. So when you're looking at these different colors right here, this brown one right here, this blue, yellow, green, and purple, these were one audio file extracted from the video, okay? And all I did was just cut it where the video went blank, you know what I'm saying, black screen or whatnot. I cut those audios up or whatnot, and I had to keep in mind when I was doing the video edit, I had to put, you know what I'm saying, a visual pause for my audio pause, because I knew I was going to do voiceover work. So, you know what I'm saying, if you're working with the video producer, or you're working with a audio house, or, you know what I'm saying, someone that's going to be doing post-production for as your music or audio is concerned for your video production, this is something that you guys need to discuss. But I was the all-in-one type of guy, man. So I shot the video, edit the video, voiceover work, produced it, and all the other shit, man. So I had my hands full, man. It was that half of April, man. Y'all probably ain't seen or heard from me in a while. That's what I've been doing. I'm gonna show you guys right here, man. But we're gonna get back on the program right here, man. All right, cool. So y'all, I told you guys all these different tracks right here was one audio file. This track right here is my voiceover. Okay. If I was to play this for you guys, you'll hear. Cool, right here. So that's one audio right there from one artist in the yellow. Yeah, so that's one audio right there in yellow, green. I promise I can't explain, and you will appreciate. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this green one right here, this was a fucked up one, because we had to reshoot this one 3 times because the way we were shooting it for all the other 3 artists and stuff like that. We had problems with the software recording and stuff like that, so I had to go old school, and I'll talk about that to you guys here pretty soon. And the purple one, shout out to my one viewer. Yeah, I stay consistent with that one viewer. Shout out to you, man. But I catch my views on the back end. All right, cool. So what you heard was video. Oh, and let me get this one right here. I don't want to play this brown one because it has the roots in it, so I don't want YouTube to flag me. But all right, that's all y'all gonna get right there. Y'all know the roots. You got me. All right, cool. So that was all the video from, you know, all the audio from the video. All right, now I'm gonna drag the video screen onto here. All right, so this is the video right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me play that back. All right, cool. So this is the video. So what happens in Studio One is you guys probably seen this shit and y'all ain't know what the fuck it was or whatever, and don't even know how to do it, what to do it, or what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But you can actually drag video in here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can mute the audio so we could talk about it, or just turn down the main track. There we go. We'll turn down the main track. So this is the video. You can import a whole video. This video right here was 58 minutes long. I was very skeptical about putting the video into Studio One because of the length of the video. This was my first time, actually, not my first time. This was my second time. The first time I did a 30-second spot, it worked out perfect. I was like, okay, cool. This works for short videos, but this actually worked out for a 58-minute video or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look at them graphics, man. Jack's Creative Media, man. We got all your media needs, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit us up or whatnot. So this was a post streaming event, which means it was pre-recorded. We put everything together and then we streamed it out, both simultaneously on Instagram and also Facebook as well and stuff like that, man. But you can this was an hour-long video and everything like that, and everything you're seeing is real time. So when you upload your video in here, if I wouldn't have shown you guys the audio, let's say for instance I uploaded this video in here the first time, if I wouldn't extract the audio, you're gonna hear the audio in Studio One, but the audio is going to be embedded in this video player, right? All right, cool. And I'm gonna shrink this, guys. Shrink this down for you guys or whatnot, so we could talk about this. All right, cool. Now, let's do this. So what you're seeing with this video right here, there's a button right here. Let me make sure you guys can see this. If you pull up your video player, and I'm gonna show you how to get there, but there's a button right here in the middle. It looks like the PreSonus Wave symbol or whatever, and it has a down arrow, and that's where you can extract your audio. Once you extract your audio, you'll go through the process of, hey, you want to extract this audio and put it on a new track. You want to say yes. It's going to make it a stereo track if your video file has stereo audio. If your video file has mono audio, of course, it's going to create a mono audio track for you. Okay. Now, you're saying, well, super, how you import a motherfucking video? Well, for all of you guys that don't pay attention to your DAW that you spend all this money on or whatnot, if you look at the top right here next to the YouTube Super Mario banner or whatnot, you will see this right here. You have the toggle to snap button. You have the toggle ripple edit. You have the auto scroll. You have the cursor follows edit position button. Then you have that annoying ass bullshit ass, I don't know why the fuck they have it as scratch pad button. I hate that fucking button, man. Oh man, that shit is stupid as hell. Maybe I don't make beats in, you know what I'm saying, Studio One or whatnot, but it's annoying as hell because I hit it on accident with the keyboard shortcut or whatnot, man. And then you have this button that looks like a film reel or a piece of film, old school film, and that's the video player. When you click on that video player, it's gonna ask you import video. And so you'll just go and find your video wherever you have it at, you know what I'm saying, on your computer or hard drive. We input the video, and this is what will come up right here, your video. Now, mind you that it don't separate all the audio that you see like it is in the background. That was done after the fact, you know what I'm saying? Once you import your video, this whole arrangement view that you see in the background is going to be blank. You ain't going to have shit there, you know what I'm saying? So you have to extract the audio out of here in order to do audio work with the video and stuff like that. Okay. All right, cool deal, man. So that's that process right there. You hear me? Now you can hide this video player by toggling this button on and off, which is the video player, whatnot. Okay. And then you have a play button. The play button that operates all of Studio One, which is the arrangement view, it also syncs with the video player. So if I was to hit play here, give it a little time, bam. If I was to stop it, hit play here, it'll also start Studio One arranger as well, or sequencer as well, and stuff like that. Now you have a wrench, which is the video options button right here, and that's just the size of the video player. All right, and then you have this button that look like a clock. Now you can video offset. So let's say, for instance, your video you recorded it with a what they call those goddamn HDMI encoders. Shit, I'm having a brain for it right now. Goddamn, capture card. There we go. You record with a capture card with a camera. And in this case, I did not do that. Oh, yes, I did do that. Yes, I did. So I recorded with a capture card. My audio and video from the capture card, there's going to be latency using a software recorder. Such as something like, you know, saying Streamlabs, OBS, or anything that you use to record the video inside your computer. Your audio is going to be off by average, you know, with my computer interface and all that jazz right there. My average time to be off is like 5 milliseconds or whatever the case may be. So when you hit this offset button right here, let me pull it over to this window right here, you'll see this right here. Okay. And this is the time that you can offset. So let's say your audio coming in late, like a whole 2 seconds late, you can make that compensation here. So what'll happen is it'll take the audio and the video and kind of like, hold on, let me show you guys. Y'all see that clock? Y'all understand that shit? The video offset. Okay. It takes the audio and video and off a line, you know what I'm saying, or unaligned. It doesn't line up like it needs to be. But if you have video that's lagging from the video just by eyeballing it or whatnot, this is where you can make a correction and offset the video and the audio or whatnot. So let me show you guys, like, you know what I'm saying, an analogy of that. All right, y'all gonna look at my beautiful self today. All right, cool. So this is your video, this is your audio. Everything is lining up. Okay. Now let's say, for instance, you use a capture card with a It don't matter if you have using a red camera, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucking goddamn ARRI camera, you know, one of them cinematic cameras, or you just using the goddamn A6000 camera or whatnot. You're gonna have some type of latency in there. So you have to line up the audio and the video perfect. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes has to match with what you're hearing. And sometimes that audio and the video can be offset like this. Well, with that offset button I showed you guys right there, if you know the offset time, you can make that offset time get as close as possible you possibly can if you're seeing it with the naked eye and stuff like that. So that's what I was just wanting to show you guys. It's just it offsets the audio and puts it either together, or if you need to offset it for whatever reason, you can do that as well. And you just hit that little clock button right there. All right. And this is where you go and you can put in your numerical values if you know the offset, or just nudge it, you know what I'm saying? And everything will work out all right. All right, cool. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, so you got the plus button. Now, I haven't done this, you know what I'm saying? You can also import, I think, a second video. So let's say, for instance, I'm gonna assume this. I never done this. I only worked with one video. You can import more than one video, I'm assuming. And I guess if you want to put it behind all of this work that we got in the background, you definitely can. Or you can go ahead and remove this video and you don't have to deal with this video or whatnot. And if you extract the audio will still be in your Studio One. All right, cool deal. So to extract your audio from the video to do any type of post audio work. So let's say you shot a music video, or let's say you're shooting a film and you really want the audio to be like crystal clear, or you want to use these third-party plugins, or let's say, for instance, you have the Isotope RX8 bundle and you need to do some audio restoration, like you got some wind background and noise, or you have some or background noise, or whatever the case may be, you have to restore the audio. You definitely can do that by hitting this button in the middle. It's got the waves with a down arrow pointing down. If you hover your mouse over it, it'll say extract audio. Hit that button right there. It's going to ask you if you want to create a track for it according to the audio file that's with the video, whether it be stereo or mono. Hit that button right there. It'll create you a track, and this will what you'll get in the background. Now, I told y'all in the beginning, it won't break up your audio into different tracks. I did this prior, you know what I'm saying? So you'll have one long ass audio file, which was like in this blue, and y'all can see I just cut it up right here, 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 here. I cut it up in the middle so I could put some fades in there, because the fades I did in Adobe Premiere Pro was sorry as hell. So, you know what I'm saying, I had to fade it out a little bit more in post. All right, cool deal. So for all you guys out there that's really doing video, it's just not about, oh, I'm a video edit, do what I do in there and it's good. Your audio is just more important than your video is. Again, you know what I'm saying, we live in this microwavable world of we need to hurry up and put this shit out type of situation. And your audio is just as more important as that. And I'm gonna show you guys why. All right, cool deal. So so what we did was we did, you know, some custom things, like, of course, mixing the audio tracks per set. Okay. All right. And I'll walk you guys through each set, because each set had a different sound. So I had to mix the tracks for a different sound or whatnot. Okay. And all of that jazz right there. And I'm gonna say the plugin review at the end of the videos. If you want to kind of fast forward to the end of the video, I try to remember to put a timestamp there, and stuff like that. Okay. All right, cool. So let's talk about the first one. All right. Let's go ahead and turn that main track up. Cool. So that was the video we shot right here. You know what I'm saying? 2 cameras set up and everything like that. All right. So what we did was the video, the audio, we kind of turned this down a little bit. It was kind of loud. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was kind of loud. But what we did was we did the audio adjustments, just kind of like getting the volume up and down and stuff like that. Now, what we used to record the volume, of course, we used a Shure microphone, or wireless mic going into a Yamaha mixer. and stuff like that. And we took advantage of the D preamps, the what they call those the D preamps on the Yamahas. I think it's the D preamps. I think that's the name of it. I could be wrong, but I think we took advantage of the D preamps and also the 1 knob compressor that's on the Yamaha mixer. Added some effects to the vocals that you'll hear in the track as well. And we just ran that audio into an interface, which we recorded everything through OBS and stuff like that. OBS is a very powerful software. So if you don't know how to use it to the T, I guarantee you need to understand it because it's awesome. And stuff like that. But we went on ahead and did that. Now this is post audio that you're hearing. This is really not the raw audio. So if I was to turn the raw audio off, okay, and I'm gonna turn my limiter off, you would definitely hear what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. So this is straight audio from the video recorder. No altering or nothing like that. So it sounds good raw, you know what I'm saying? But I knew it could sound better. And of course, our LUFS sound levels wasn't where it needed to be at. Because right now with the effects off, we're at -24 full scale metering on Studio One. So we definitely had to, you know what I'm saying, do some enhancement, of course. It just really make it sound professional. But I mean, just raw audio from the recording, that's what it is right there, man. I told you, man, I'm a motherfucking man. Look, man, I enjoyed that, man, because it took you out of the computer world to do something different, you know what I'm saying? So that was very, very fun, man, and stuff like that. All right, so what we did was, because of his style, that was his style, you know what I'm saying? Let's go and check out another song he did. So he had more of a 90s contemporary, like a 90s contemporary type of audio, you know what I'm saying? All right, and his last song, yeah, his last song, it's starting to get up and beat. About to come out right now. Hey.
Tonight, baby, we're going crazy. Since I stopped, baby, we're about to go crazy. The floor, baby, we're going crazy. We're going crazy. We're going crazy. We're going.
I'm telling y'all, man, that Yamaha mixer, man, it's the MGX. I talk about that mixer. I forget which. It's the Yamaha MGX-UF 10. You know what I'm saying? The 10 channel Yamaha MGX-UF. That mixer right there has some really good preamps and compressors, man. It was awesome, man. I was very, very, very pleased with the vocals that came out. But I had to make a determination. I was like, well, if I was to mix this down in post, what plugins I want to use to get a certain sound out of it. Well, this song right here kind of determined, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, he needs more of a popish, you know what I'm saying, but very upfront type of sound or whatnot. And his instrumentals was really, really good. And I had to get his vocals to be you know what I'm saying, popping out. So I was looking for something mid-range. So what I had to do is I had to be mindful of plugin choice or whatnot. So the plugin that I used on all, 3 out of the 4 tracks were the BX Digital V3 plugin. The reason why I use this plugin is to do Midsize EQing. Okay. Now, I have talked about this here and there and here. I can go in depth with this. Some of you guys probably don't know what Midsize EQ is, but if you was to take audio and say you want to EQ the sides of the audio. That's cutting the middle out. So you probably won't hear the vocals. You probably won't hear the kick drum, the snare, and anything else that is panned to the middle. You're only going to hear the side information, okay? And also when you have the mono section, which the mid is concerned, and they kind of tell you right here, mono and stereo, okay? So when you have the mid mono section, okay, that's everything in the middle. So let's say, for instance, you got, you know, your hi-hats pan all the way to the left and you got some cymbals pan all the way to the right, and you solo the mid or the mono section, you're not going to hear that shit. You're only going to hear what's in the middle 100% and stuff like that. So that's what we did. We did mid-side EQing on 3 out of 4 audio tracks that we created in post for this video. All right, cool. Y'all can see here, man, you know what I'm saying? If I was to solo that song that you was hearing, I'm gonna solo the side information and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. We're gonna solo 1, 2, 3, solo the sides. Can't hear nothing, right? See the mids? Yeah. All right, cool deal. So we didn't, you know what I'm saying? That was that right there. And let me see something real quick, y'all. Let me see something real quick. All right, cool. So we did the mid side and everything like that. It was some stereo stuff in here, but what I did was I went on ahead and I had to, hold on a second, y'all. I put it in middle in mono because I had some bad stuff that was in stereo or whatnot. So I just went on ahead and we just kept it mono in post or whatever the case may be. All right, and what we did was next we used the API Lindell 50 channel strip in here just to, you know what I'm saying, get the sound that we had in here, and you will definitely hear a difference once we plug this back in. So we kind of cleaned up the audio a little bit, and you A/B that off. This is kind of like a ghosting effect we did with the video, so if it looks off, it's a ghosting effect. All right, so we just used those 2 plugins right there. The next set that we did, we took a different approach. This was more of a soft R&B type of set. Yeah, my world does too. My skies turn blue. Yeah, it's so obvious. Turn the plugins off. On the free side, tall enough to ride the rides. Tigers free, let's make a run for it. Hit the page with the lines. All right, so that's that song. But I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that anymore. And the last song. I feel like up the sky shore. All I know is and we took advantage of the built-in effects on the Yamaha MG XUF 10 channel that had the effects built into that mixer right there. So we took advantage of that right there. So those delays, that's what you're hearing. It was in the board. So that kind of saved me from actually having to add effects in post when it came to that. So I definitely recommend, you know what I'm saying, using something like that. All right, cool. So again, you know what I'm saying, we utilize mid-side EQing for this track. And then I like the sound. I wanted the R&B sound. I wanted the Neve sound. So I went with the BX console in. I have used this on a couple of R&B projects, and this just does very good stuff to to lighter vocals, especially for R&B type tracks, man. So I decided to go with this channel strip right here, the BX console in, and it did, and it performed where I wanted to do. All right, and
I feel like up the sky for sure. All I know
you could hear it just does something to softer voices or whatnot. That channel strip right there, it just, I don't know, it's just a tone that it has or whatnot. All right, cool. We'll skip on over to the next track. Now this track, this is what I wanted to talk about. This track right here, we had some problems recording this track. Number one, this dude right here was late. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, that was the first time he was late. The software did not take the audio. For some reason, the audio was lopsided. So the second time around, the audio came out not, you know what I'm saying, it came out, what it did. It came out very, very low for some odd reason. So the second time, I was like, man, fuck it. I'm not going to use the software to record. So I had to pull out some old school stuff. Hold on, let me get that for y'all real quick, and I'm going to show y'all. All right, y'all ready? See, I'm gonna show my age right here, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ever worked at a radio station and stuff like that, you know, there's a lot of different ways that you had to record audio, such as, you know, back in the days, let's say before, well, when I was in school, I used to be in school for broadcasting, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? This is your boy, Super Mario. You're tuned into 93.9 Kiss FM, you know what I'm saying? That was going to be me, you know what I'm saying? That was my whole goal, you know what I'm saying? To be that dude, hey, the weather report outside is 97 degrees. It's a very hot one out there, but hey, make sure you tune in to, you know, this YouTube channel right here, giving you all the glory and all the praise. That was me right there, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I was studying when I was in 4-year college, of course, but I got deployed and everything like that. But it was one thing that we always use, and that was hardware recorders. Computers really wasn't where they at right now. We're talking of like back in 2002, 2003 era and stuff like that. So you still had to record stuff on tape. You had to record stuff on ADAT tape. I don't even think we had the ability. The CD recording was just some new technology that was popping in back then, but you know, it was kind of complex. So everything was really pretty much tape or CD. So it was brand new. But lately, you know, we got into more solid state disc recording, you know what I'm saying? So that's recording on an SD card or USB. Well, I used to work for this oil and gas company, and I had to do a lot of their live streaming. And one thing I picked up was this right here, man. If you're a DJ or anything like that, or you own a a small radio company or whatnot, this is a Denon, what they call a Denon solid state recorder. Okay, solid state drive recorder. And basically, I'll use this bad boy right here. And I still have it. Why I had it? Well, I bought it for my podcast, of course. So if you have a professional setup, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, this little rack mount unit costs you around about $200 and some bucks. Okay. All right. And I don't have it racked up in my my rack because I just don't have it racked up in here. You know what I'm saying? Everything I can record can go straight onto a computer hard disk. But if I wanted to say do a quick recording and I had a studio, I definitely, hey man, bring over a flash drive, we record your song right here and blase. That way you have something to listen back to. Now these are very straightforward. There's nothing, excuse me, y'all. There's nothing special about it. You just go in or out XLR or RCA, you know what I'm saying? Two of the common ways to go in and out, XLR being the best. All right, cool. So you turn this bad boy on right here. Let me see if I can direct y'all. So right here is where the thumb drive will go. I already got an SD card, so I'm using an SD card in here. Thumb drive goes here. You know what I'm saying? You have some buttons right here for the menu, and you have a little LCD screen that show you what's going on. Start, stop, rewind, and everything like that. Record, and then you have an input level to record in and out, and you have a headphone amp built into here and stuff like that. So You know what I'm saying? This is good for podcast recording. If you have a studio or any of that nature, having one of these is always good. So let's say, for instance, you record and you have the audio, but they don't, you don't want to, what I'm saying? They want audio or whatnot. Hey, that's what you do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, just have one of these. It's old. You know what I'm saying? It's old technology, but still good. And that's what we did with his. Unfortunately, I had problem. The audio was coming in here so hot, you know what I'm saying? I had problem controlling it and also trying to shoot at the same time. And at that time, you know what I'm saying, my borrowed help, you know what I'm saying, couldn't be there. So I was doing everything by myself. So and my microphone, this was like a last minute situation. So the microphone I had was being used somewhere else. So I had to use a one of those antenna type mics, still wireless, but it wasn't my Shure. You know what I'm saying? This is an Amazon brand. So the audio peaked here and it came in hot. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I kind of restored it a little bit and we'll talk about that. So let me put this back and let y'all guys transition back to Studio One. Oh, my one viewer left, man. Oh, guess I'm talking about some boring shit. You know what I'm saying? Telling y'all, yeah, y'all come here, man. I could teach a whole school, bro. Don't fuck with me. Anyway, so we got this audio right here, right?
I'm here to make a move. Yeah, I'm your future lover. Might be soon, but it's all true. And I'm here to make
so we can't. It's not bad, but we came in a little hot. All right, so that's one right there.
The devil thought you on Mario, but I can't hide. Just watch me working, completing my level. Swiping my coins with no F on my vision is special. Sasuke trying to make it my vessel. I became loyal to nobody lying about who they be with and ignoring my schedule.
Shout out to Alec Walls, man.
Hoes mine, niggas gon' hate. I'ma keep it 100 always. Understand that the grass is greener wherever I lay. It ain't my fault. God made me this way.
And the whole purpose of me doing post audio editing, because a lot of these beats that or the instrumentals that these singers had brought in, we got lazy eye right there. A lot of these beats that the artists brought in, they were not mastered nor they were not mixed or whatnot. So that was part of the doing the post audio editing or whatnot. So of course, again, we use the BX digital V3 for Midsize EQ EQing purposes. We use the SSL on here because he had more of a contemporary style, more of an R&B contemporary style of music or whatnot. So we brought in the SSL 9000J sound onto his vocals and stuff like that. And then we did further EQing. Because there was a couple of things that was popping out, man. So I just wanted to use a clean stereo EQ. And that's why I just used the Pro EQ in Studio One. And there's one more thing. So he had some clipping, some very bad clipping in the audio. So if I was to zoom in and show you guys right here, if you look at the waveform right here, let me zoom that up a little bit for you guys. You'll see right here, it's a clip right there, a little notch right there. We got another one right here. And if you zoom out, you could probably see it right there. This one really sticks out right here. This is another one that kind of stick out. So we had some clipping. Well, what I used was Isotope RX declip. And this was really pretty good. First time I actually had to use something to declip some type of audio, you know what I'm saying? So we used this Isotope RX declipper, and it actually did pretty good. We just brought the threshold down. Let me see if I can show you guys how that kind of went. Let's see here. Here's a clipping part coming up right here. So you bring down the threshold and you will see the parts that are kind of clipping, you know what I'm saying? Put it on medium quality and yeah, just kind of left it alone right there. And I built this kind of like off of a preset that it had for itself. I think this had a preset, did it? Let's see. Yeah. Preset. No, it didn't have a preset. Yeah, so I had to figure this shit out, man. So I kind of figured that when you bring down the threshold, it you know what I'm saying, detect more the clipping that you had in your audio. So I brought down the threshold, put it on medium quality, and you know what I'm saying, just did some gain matching far as the meters is concerned, and that was basically it on that right there, man. And then last but not least, we went to this set right here, and this set was a little different because it was live instrumentation we had in there. So I had to mix the band pre-hand before we actually got started. So I had to mix these 3 instruments with the vocal in order to have everything sound good, and let you guys check it out.
In a desert, you're my tongue, I know what to take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine on my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star.
Now she's singing on the Amazon mic, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. 50. This is a mic set, so it was a dual mic set with a receiver. You know, one of those plug-in receivers or whatever. $80 mic set, man. So one of these costs $50, and you see how those vocals sound and stuff like that. So yeah, this came out really, really good.
Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh.
So I had to exaggerate the bass because we did not have any drums, of course. So had to exaggerate the bass, turn them up a little bit, and blend these 2 keyboard players.
Best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Ooh.
So it wasn't no need to use Midsize EQing because when you're using live instrumentation, of course I could have, but we didn't have anything rock solid to use to separate the mid-size or to process the mid-size or whatnot, man. So didn't use the digital V3. So what I did was I went to use this Neve channel strip right here, and just because I wanted that bass to have that beefiness to it, you know what I'm saying, and I needed that warm but vibey sound to it, or whatnot. So we utilized the Lindell 80 on this one right here, and you know what I'm saying, it came out pretty goddamn good, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, or whatnot. So that's those 4 tracks right there and stuff like that. Now in between we had an instrumental playing over this right here. Now y'all see that the video, I had X'd out the video, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. You could just pull it up by hitting the video button right here at the top. Boom, there it is. Just that simple. So we just filmed this guy painting or whatever the case may be. He wanted to paint to the roots or whatever. I'm not gonna play that because I didn't do any processing on that right there. All right, cool, man. So that kind of took care of the audio with the video and whatnot. Again, I used 3 out of the 4 tracks. I used the digital V3 Midsize EQ, and then on the last one, really didn't want to use any too much processing on there because it was an instrumental type of set. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't backing tracks. It was real live instruments, so I wanted to capture the essence of a live vocal performance or whatnot. So we just use this channel strip just to clean up a couple of things, compress that sound a little bit, and get a little beefy sound out of there. And that was a wrap. Now I had a limiter on this entire video or whatnot. We'll get to that later. I did my review on this limiter, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's from Plug-in Alliance BX Limited True Peak. But we'll see. We'll hear the difference. Let's talk about that voiceover, man. So what I did was I did a voiceover on this particular video, okay? And if I pull up the video player, I just did a voiceover on this situation right here. If I was to mute the voiceovers, this is what you would hear. All right, so we just got these voiceovers and stuff like that going. I mean, excuse me, the instrumental going or whatnot, showing the intro video. Y'all see how long that was right there? So just imagine, okay, now I got either freestyle or I have a script going to, you know what I'm saying, showing what we're going to show.
How y'all doing?
Boom.
I'm Gigi. I'm a visual
So,
artist.
Shout out to Afro G, GG, and stuff like that. So what I had to do was create that voiceover, you know what I'm saying? So what I used to create the voiceover was this microphone that I'm talking in right now. Shout out to Personas, you know what I'm saying? Their microphone, which I call it the fake Shure SM7B. It is the Personas PD70, okay? All right, so shout out to the Personas PD70. I did the voiceover using exactly what you're hearing right now and then doing a little post-processing in the works. But I recorded not through this interface that you're hearing. I recorded through a UAD Apollo utilizing a Neve 1084 unison plug-in. So went from my channel strip into that UAD 1084 to do some EQing, and then through a La to a compressor, and you know what I'm saying, then did further post-processing utilizing stock plugins, okay? And the only stock plugins I used was the channel fat channel right here, and then we use a de-esser and stuff like that. So just imagine, you know what I'm saying, just hearing, seeing. Yo, you're tuned into the Glenbavor Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1. You can follow Music Soul Live Showcase on Instagram at Music Soul Live Showcase, and also follow them on Facebook, Music Soul Live Showcase. You can send your friendly donation to Cash App, $ Music Soul Live Showcase. Next artist up is Afro G. You're tuned in to Soul Sessions Volume 1. That was live, man, right there. I actually did that with my mouth. Rewind the video and you'll see me talking that right there, man. So I did the voiceover, but excuse me, this is the recorded version or whatnot. And it had to be a little bit beefier and loud and stuff like that because I have to stream this over Instagram. So I had to make sure that everything is loud and have that broadcast type of sound. So this is the recording I did. So what I just did that live for you guys. I had to remember the script in my head. That was all a freestyle. What I recorded was all a freestyle. I ain't write shit down. So I told y'all I used to do this, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing but walking on water for me. So, you know what I'm saying? Here's the here's the actual recording that I did. Like I said, process with stock plugins, fat channel, and the de-esser and stuff like that. All the sound was ran through a DBX channel strip into a UAD Neve 1084 unison plugin into a La 2A, and this is what you get right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and unmute that. See, I ain't lying to y'all. I did that live. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and rewind that, man. There you go. Glenbavor Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1. All donations can be sent to our Cash App, $ Music Soul Live. You can also follow us on Instagram at Music Soul Live Showcase, and also follow us on Facebook, Music Soul Live Showcase. First artist up, Afro G, Soul Sessions Volume 1. All right, cool deal. So you can kind of hear that radio-ness in it or whatnot. That radio sound that you hear is a lot of fucking compression. It's a lot of fucking compression with a lot of fucking limiting in it to get that radio sound that you hear like on the radio and stuff like that, or on your broadcast stations. If you guys don't know that, like, okay, so you can get a clean signal, but then also you have a lot of compression. Well, when that audio and video get transmitted out through the streaming services or in the broadcasting services or whatnot, that audio has to maintain a certain level so it can transmit. So that has to go through a broadcast limiter. Okay, that broadcast limiter is now compressed. When it comes back into, let's say, the TV station or the encoder for the computer streaming software, wherever that lands at, that goes through another type of compression and stuff like that. So a lot of that audio that you hear on TV or what you're watching on YouTube, a lot of that stuff, not the YouTube, of course, but your broadcast television stations and stuff like that and networks, they have compressed sound on there and stuff like that. So that's that sound that you're hearing, or whatever case may be. Again, I used that fat channel, used another Law 2A to come in, use the gate just to gate any other unnecessary noises out. So that signal hit the Law 2A in here just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with -1 gain reduction on the compression. And then we have EQ far as this passive EQ 2-tech style or pull-tech style type of EQ. Okay, all right, cool deal, man. And I'm gonna let you guys check it out without the actual backing track. So this is the vocals just by itself.
Glenbavard Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1. All donations can be sent to our Cash App, $Music Soul Live. You can also follow us on Instagram at Music Soul Live Showcase, and also follow us on Facebook, Music Soul Live Showcase. The first start us up, Afro G, Soul Sessions, Volume 1.
Okay, cool. So, you know what I'm saying? I could talk a little proper. I just be myself on this YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear me with the motherfucking cursing, you heard, man, whatnot. But I can clean it up. All right, cool deal, man. So that was that right there. You heard I have a little bit of room reverb on there. When you throw room reverb, just a little bit, little splash, a little sprinkle on your vocals, it opens up the vocals just a little bit and not sound so choked up when you have a backing track for video and stuff like that. So that's a little nugget you might want to write down or whatnot. Throw a little room reverb on your backing tracks or your vocals or whatnot when you're doing video, and it'll open up that vocal just the sound and just give it a little openness, you know what I'm saying, to your video, and it doesn't sound so, you know what I'm saying, choked up and everything like that. Play it back with the backing track with the video, and this is what you get.
Glenbavard Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1.
Okay, I ain't gonna play anything else. So you take that right there and you add the limiter to this. Okay, and y'all already know I've been testing this limiter out, and this was a really, really great test for this limiter right here for this particular this session right here or whatnot, man. And this limiter came the fuck through, man. You know what I'm saying? I love this limiter. I love it because it has a sound. You know what I'm saying? Modern mode, it sounds different than classic mode, just off the rip. You know what I'm saying? The attack and release, the release time is just perfect. The XL saturator is what you need and stuff like that. The tone control, just a little, you know what I'm saying, tilt EQ you got right there. And then you have metering. So if you need to use this limiter to get loudness, you don't have to sit up there and increase shit and you don't know where you at. It gives you LUFS, which is a metering or a loudness. It's basically a metering tool that give you loudness units full scale, which gives you where you need to be at for streaming. Okay, all streaming platforms is at around -14. Okay, but what I notice is when you push the envelope and you go to about -12, it's real good for cell phones and stuff like that, such as, you know what I'm saying, stuff that's going to be on TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that. -12 is good. Okay, now when you're going for your streaming services, if you really want to have that industry sound, you can push it to -10, but they're going to turn that shit down anyway, man. So anyway, you know what I'm saying, this is a very, very good tool, man, and I use it. So when we pop this on, you'll definitely hear the difference in all the audio. Check this out.
Glenbavard Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1.
Yeah, we
all donations can be sent to our Cash App, $Music Soul Live. You can also follow us on Instagram at Music Soul Live Showcase, and also follow us on Facebook, Music Soul Live Showcase. First start us up, Afro G, Soul Sessions Volume 1.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely pushed the fucking envelope. We butchered it. And it actually worked out perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we was hitting, right now it's showing -5.7 on the LUFS scale. That's killer crazy. But it actually came out pretty goddamn good on Instagram and also Facebook. So, you know what I'm saying, that was an experiment. You can really push this stuff and it'll compromise. But all those streaming services like Facebook, like YouTube and Spotify and SoundCloud and all that other stuff, they're gonna turn your shit down, you know what I'm saying? But we were going for more of a radio sound, and really kind of get this a broadcast level, because what we did with this soul session was trying to get that BET type of look, that network look. And so that's why I went on ahead and just crushed the fuck out of the audio and didn't give a damn or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I think we did a little bit too overboard, but that was just with the voiceover. Once we play the music, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead. And I'm sorry, I just keep hitting the microphone tonight, man. What the ugh. All right, so let's go and let's say we're going to go to this female while she was singing or whatnot. And we're going to check out what her audio is at with the limiter. See, we was at -10. You see, all them all those effects come out. Shout out to Patrice Dominique, man. She's awesome. So you'll hear that, you know what I'm saying, we hung around a -10 LUFS area or whatnot, but you can hear the difference. Like, you can hear more the vocals up front, the instruments just poked out at you and stuff like that. The vocals just right there in your face. So this plugin, this limiter right here, I'm telling you, this is a go-to when I need it, especially for mastering. Awesome plugin. Shout out to you, Brainworks. Y'all did a fucking good job plugging the lines up in this motherfucker. You hear me? Whatnot, man. All right, cool, man. So that's enough about that right there, man. And how you can do video and audio in you know what I'm saying, personas or whatnot. So let's say, for instance, you do a pre-recording, you do your YouTube videos and all that other shit, and you want to, you know what I'm saying, throw a commercial in, and so you got a buddy that, you know what I'm saying, cut grass, for example, and you need to do a commercial. Hey, yo, what's going on, man? Come check out Juan Pablo Lawn Service and stuff like that. Make sure you go ahead and hit him up right now on Instagram. Follow him right now, and if you go ahead and follow him, you'll get 30%. You know what I'm saying? You can do those voiceovers here in Studio One while looking at the video at the same time. That way you'll know that the audio is going to sync up and everything like that. And once you're finished, man, all you have to do is just really go to song and export video. So you have to go to song, export video. Once you hit export video, you will see right here, you can name your video. You can name your video file. Okay. It'll go into your persona session folder. Okay, so wherever you save the session at, that's where the final video is going to go. And also it will import the video into your session. So that's another awesome thing. So you'll have a copy of the video in your session as well. And it'll ask you what video format you want to go for. I do always MP4, which is MPEG 4 video, but you could choose from M4B. Okay, and also I can't see what the hell this is. I don't know what the fuck. MPEG video as well and stuff like that. You could change the codec if need be, and also the audio codec as well. Set it between your loops and hit OK, and you're good to go and stuff like that. But we're not gonna do that. All right, cool deal, man. So that's it with the video, far as video voiceovers and audio syncing and all that jazz right there, man. Studio One ain't just about making beats in it or audio mixing. You can do also post video production in here via audio and stuff like that, man. So we're gonna go ahead and close that out right there. Now let's go back and talk about Compressor review that we're gonna do right now, man. And that's gonna be on this voiceover right here.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artist here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by
So I'll just put that right there. All right, so this audio track, and we're gonna go ahead and just reduce this size right here, man. That way, and y'all can see, we could just, if you need to have a small video situation here, you could just boop, put it right there and just let it sit there. You know what I'm saying? You can make all the adjustments on your video player, just like that, man. And that way you can just do your work, okay? All right, cool. So let's talk about this video. Now, every time I move the cursor, you'll notice that the video also syncs up with that, okay? So that's the good thing about this, man. And no lagging, no nothing. I mean, no problems. No problems at all. Now, what we're going to do is, I think it's this track. Yeah. We're going to turn off the plugins, and we're going to review this plugin from DDMF, which is, this is a demo of Comprezzore. I think that's how you play around with it. Shout out to my partner, Ricochet Beats, man. He be tuning into the live streams and stuff like that, man. We're going to take a look at this compressor and see what it does. Now, I turned off the plugin chain for this.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G providing visual art.
So we don't have no plugins going besides this Comprezzore. Now, as I see, we're going to check this out and see, saying how it is and everything like that. He told me to check it out because he said it has, it's not your ordinary compressor because it does different things and stuff like that. That's out of the norm, or whatnot. He told me to check it out, or whatnot. So we gonna do that. All right, we're gonna see what it's working with, man. So off the top, when we play audio, we'll have some type of graphical, graphical. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got an important text message. Y'all hear that? That's the demo, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just downloaded the demo. He just told me to check it out. I downloaded the demo and everything like that. So y'all gonna hear that static. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me reply to this. Yeah, buddy. All right, cool. We got some graphical elements that's running across the screen, and that's just basically the signal that's coming into the compressor.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G providing visual art, entertainment in between sets for our lovely.
All right, cool deal. So we got this. Yeah, this is the demo, y'all. I ain't got this. I don't own this plugin. I don't own it. I'm just demoing. So you got the audio signal coming through, and you have in and out metering right here. Okay. Just looking at the video. The plugin GUI. We have this attack section here, and we have a release section here, and then we have this diagonal line, which kind of represents a threshold and an expander section here, okay? Expansion, whatnot, or expander right here, okay? And we have this threshold situation right here. So, so this is what the fuck this should do right here, whatnot. So we're gonna see what this is, and I don't want to read the I don't want to read the manual, the manual, whatnot, but I'm trying to figure out what's so different about it. So we could do forward or backwards compression right here. We got some buttons at the top. So the buttons at the top is a bypass, forward and backwards compression. We could solo the sidechain input. We have external sidechain. We can link certain parameters in here. We have a time mode. So you can change the time mode from, representing down here. You got the time mode, and then you got DB mode. Okay. Interesting. Then we have a settings. So we can actually customize the colors in here. Okay, cool. Not a problem. That's pretty cool. All right, bet. And that's all it does. And you can change the VU meter values and stuff like that. All right, bet. And of course, we got the bypass button. All right. Oh, let's see here. We have 3 knobs. I wonder what wait, hold on. So these 3 knobs looks like it gives you different attack times. Oh, pretty freaking neat. So these 3 knobs look like they give you 3 different unique release and attack curves. Interesting and stuff like that. Very interesting. That's pretty weird. Okay, cool. Look at this. So you with these 3 knobs, you can get these crazy fast releases or these very elongated uh release times and adjust the curves accordingly. Okay. All right. So that's pretty freaking good, man. Really. And then this is our side chain filters down here, of course. We have oversampling. We could do 2 times oversampling or 4 times oversampling. We're going to put this on 2 times oversampling. And we have a dry wet mix knob. We have a hold value knob, and of course we have in and output volume knobs, and we have this T right here and this E. And I'm trying to figure out, this must be your threshold right here, but I really need to read the manual on this. So let's check this out, man. Let's go to the website because the setting buttons don't have a manual on here. So let's go to the website real quick, man. All right, so this is the website, DDMF. All right, it says your Comprezzore is your go-to plugin, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have full control over the dynamics, you know what I'm saying, of audio material, this is the feature Latin compression plugin that is explicitly not modeled after any hardware. So this is not modeled after any hardware. That is that demo plugin, y'all. This is a demo, okay? But rather tries to explore what is possible these days with state-of-the-art compression algorithm. All right, cool. Comprezzore puts all levels in your hands, from drawable compression curves to wildly turnable attack release times. So that's what those 3 knobs was. You can get all kind of crazy attack release times, and you get a graphical representation of what you're doing. All right, and whether you want to shape your transients in any convincing way, slightly glue your tracks together, or smash everything into oblivion, Comprezzore will be more than happy to help you out with that. All right, cool deal. So looks like we have these little dots that we have right here that we could do some crazy situations with. Okay. Trying to figure out where that T and E means, what it mean. And it don't tell me. And that shit right there is crazy. It's a demo, man. Just do a 30-day demo instead of having a goddamn in there. All right. Yeah, I don't see anything about the T and E situation. Interesting. Okay. Let's figure it out. Let's go ahead and play something and see what we can get. And actually, hold on a second before we do that. Let's see if it has some presets. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and choose vocal presence. All right, so we got some 2 dots here, and we have this E button coming down, and we have this T button. Attack and release time is not messed with, but we have some side chain filtering going on. So we have a hold. We have a hold at about 171 milliseconds. And that's basically it. So let's see how this sounds with this vocal preset.
Folks, we want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists.
Okay, so y'all hear the difference in compression? That actually sounds fucking nice. Hold on a second, y'all. Here we go. All right, so the plugin is bypassed right now.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Souls.
All right, here we go. We're going to run that back, and we're going to turn the compressor on. Notice the difference, y'all.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavard Group, presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios.
Okay, cool. So these dots representing different compression curves that you can create. This is what these dots mean right here. So you notice when I did this right here, we got a shitload of, we got a weird ass compression sound.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment for our lovely, wonderful, talented.
Yeah, so you can definitely draw your own compression curve like a motherfucker. All right, cool deal, man. We're gonna go for more of a traditional EQ compression curve here. Now, when we slide the T button, this is just basically, this is the T button, which is the threshold, okay? The threshold is, this is where compression will start right here at negative 24.9 is where we at. So this is, once you have a signal that goes above where this threshold button is, that's where compression will start. And of course, we're going to have instantaneously compression.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavard Group. Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios.
All right, so when I made these adjustments on these buttons right here, you'll notice that we have a very compressed ass sound. You'll see that little reduction meter right here. The only thing I don't like about it is you don't have a numerical value telling you how much you're reducing.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our love.
Yeah, so they're not giving you a value on what the fuck your compression for it, what your compression is. You know what I'm saying? You're just relying off of what the hell you're doing on this reduction meter or whatnot. Other than that, I really love the compression sound in there. It sounds really, 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 really good. All right, cool. So we're gonna bring it up to more of a traditionalized compression area. I'll bring that threshold up just a little bit. About right here. Let's see what that does.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G, providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful.
All right, so let's say, for instance, we drew this. There's no way you can highlight all of these and make a action. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. There's this little white button right here or this white slider knob, and that's where you can do. Okay, so yeah, you can draw your own compression curve, and then this is your threshold slider. I was looking for it, goddamn it. And I was about to say, what the fuck was that? Okay, music. I see you. All right, appreciate you. I just gotta subscribe, man. All right, cool. I was like, what the fuck was that? I forgot how Streamlabs OBS, man. They'll do that when people hit the subscribe button and everything, man. Shout out to you, Mood Music 787, man. Appreciate you, man, for subscribing, man. That make a brother feel good, man. I'm doing something right, man. But anyway, man, you have a slider knob right here, and that's your threshold slider knob right here. It's kind of like it's hidden because it's kind of blended into the GUI, the gray color of the GUI. So I really didn't see it until I actually started looking for it. So I think they need to make that, like, have an indication. Hey, this is a threshold slider knob. It's not indicated. There's nothing there. There's no manual to let us know what the fuck that is. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this was a threshold or not. So I think they need to have some type of text that'll tell you this is a threshold slider knob or whatever the case may be. But like I said, man, you can go in here and draw your own EQ curve. So let's say, for instance, we got it here. I can, if I wanted to have it real sharp like this and then have this bitch like this, then this is our threshold knob right here. So let's play that back one more time.
Talented.
So thanks to Afro G providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios. Or thanks to Afro G providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely.
Okay, folks. So let me take that back. This is not a threshold slider knob. This is a zoom to.
So thanks to Afro G providing visual entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented.
Okay, folks. All right. So this is how you can zoom in to see where your gain reduction is. So you have a gain reduction meter on this side, this big ass XY pad that they have. This slider knob is actually to show you how much gain reduction you actually got. So with the slider knob all the way up at the top, it's 0 all the way down to -10. And if you need to zoom in just a little bit more, if you compress like, you know what I'm saying, shit all the way down to like -24, so be it. But that's what that is. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the fuck, how the fuck, and when the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's keep this on -24 right here. All right, cool. And we'll just keep it there. And this is what your compression is still being done with these buttons. So again, there's no dedicated threshold parameter besides clicking and moving. So that kind of bothers me a little bit. But I'm looking at this right here. This is it. Okay, so this is the angle. See, they don't have a fucking manual. Why you don't have a manual? Even on the website, there's no manual. Unless you got to have an account first. I don't know, man. This is a weird plugin, but I like the sound of it. I ain't gonna lie. It has a compression like I'd never heard before.
Singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios.
All right, cool. So with the angle and range buttons, or whatnot, you definitely can go ahead and, you know, draw your curves in here. But the angle and range knobs, that brings down the expander. Angle and range is your threshold. So between threshold and the E, I'm assuming that's an expander situation, you can create your own customized compression curve. All right, cool deal, man. So let's go ahead and hit default and let's see how we can actually draw in those little pinpoint situations. So let's double click in this line. And I don't even know how the fuck they did that. Okay, you have to right click, right click, right click, right click, and right click. Okay. We can't right click no more. So you have a max of 4 points that you can draw in here. So we're going to draw a little, we're going to have fun and draw like a little hill right here. And then we're going to bring down this E, which is the angle. All right, and we're going to bring this down past these points right here. That's the demo, y'all. This is the demo, okay? And we're going to bring the angle up. So, of course, you can see this diagonal line. If we're above this diagonal line, you're not going to get compression like talking about. Let's bring that back one more time.
Singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios. Videography being brought to you by Jax Creative Media. You can follow them on Instagram at Jax Creative Media and also Facebook, Jax Creative Media.
All right, cool.
Singing artists here on Soul Sessions. Entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing.
So I'm doing some makeup game right here on the output.
Being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Souls.
Yeah. All right, cool. And let's do some sidechain filter in there. So I want about 200. Anything under 198 hertz is not going to be compressed, and anything above 8,000 hertz is not going to be compressed. Hold on 1 second, y'all. What's up, man? You brush your teeth? What? Ooh, you brush your teeth. Good job. Good job. My little boy say he brushed his teeth, man. All right, cool. Hold on, y'all. Let me close my door because he gonna make some noise and whatnot, man. So let me do this real quick, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. We are back. Sorry about that, y'all. My little boy, you're like, hey, daddy, I brush my teeth by myself. Daddy, I brush my teeth by myself, daddy. All right, cool, man. So, so this is this section right here. So angle goes up and down with the E, which is representing expander in my compressor knowledge, and then threshold is range. And when you right click, you can get rid of these specialized points, or you can add them. And the angle, again, the angle and range is just really drawing that compressor curve, all right, and stuff like that. But it's unique, and it has a very, very nice sound. I have to say that, man. Shout out to you, Ricochet. All right, cool. Now let's play around with the attack and release times, okay? So let's see what these attack and release times do.
And that's a wrap, folks. We want to give a special thanks to Afro G providing visual art entertainment in between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents Music Soul Live Showcase Soul Sessions.
So I'm just messing with the release right now.
Streaming live from Sandman Studios, downtown
That's
Houston.
A fast release.
Make sure
right
you follow
there.
them on Instagram at Sandman
That's
Studios.
A slow release. So you can hear when I make the adjustments to the release, how fast and how slow they are. You can definitely hear the difference right there. Now let's go and do attack time. Y'all definitely gonna hear this one. Check this out.
In between sets for our lovely,
that's a fast attack time right there. You can hear
talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents
that's a slow attack
Soul
time.
Live Showcase Soul Sessions Volume 1, streaming live.
And you hearing different compression
downtown
tones.
Houston. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Sandman Studios.
You're hearing different compression tones when you're making adjustments to the attack and release times. That's awesome too.
In between sets for our lovely, wonderful, talented singing artists here on Soul Sessions, being brought to you by Glenn Bavar Group presents.
And so when we make these adjustments to the attack and release times or whatnot, you will see the different compression that's going on and stuff like that and stuff. So that's pretty dope, man. I actually kind of like that. So yeah, we adjusted our sidechain filtering and stuff like that, and yeah, man, there's not too much we can go over with this plugin. Again, this is DDMF Comprezzore by DDMF, of course, whatnot. Oh, my buddy came back again. What's up, man? You want to get on the stream? You want to say hey to everybody? Say hey, everybody. Say what's up. Say what's up. He said, "What's up, y'all, man?" All right, we go. I was just about to wrap it up and whatnot, man. So, the DDMF compressor or whatnot. You have 3 different parameters that can give you 3 different compression curves and whatnot for us to attack. Excuse me, not the compression curves, but it can give you 3 different attack and release times. That you can adjust, and it gives you different curves, a visual representation of what it is that you're doing and stuff like that, man. And you get different compression tones and compression sound when you mess around with these attack and release times. And again, you get 3 different parameters per attack, per release, or whatnot. So that's pretty freaking awesome. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me close the door real quick. All right, sorry about that. Little man came in the room on to get on the stream, whatnot. So yeah, and then also too, you can also draw your compression curve. And with the right click of a button, you can draw in these little points to fine tune a compressed curve. So as you see it there, whatnot. So this is if you love compression, and you want to draw out your own curves, you don't like what is given to you in a compressor. This is definitely an experimental tool, and it has a very great compression sound to it, or whatnot. But it's all custom. I would like to call this compressor right here a custom compressor, or whatnot, especially to tailor. And I'm gonna turn this damn plug-in off because that damn noise getting on my fucking nerves. This is a demo, man, so I'm gonna uninstall this as soon as we do this video, whatnot. But this compressor is kind of like one of those compressors that you can definitely find a compressed curve that you like for your sound. Let's say, for instance, for my vocal, especially for like voiceover work, or if you record drums at your place and you have to have a certain sound for your snare, use one of these. Don't use a La 2A because that's going to fluctuate, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. You can actually find your own compressed curve, get it the way you want by utilizing these random knobs for the attack times, just by dialing it in. Once you find that compressed sound, go ahead and save the preset, and you can always pull it up or whatnot, man. So this plugin, let me see what I pulled it away, man. God dang it. Doggone it. I got rid of it. Let's type it in. I want to see how much this plugin costs. Because it's actually not bad, man. It's not bad at all. It is $79, man, right now as of May 2nd, 11 p.m. and stuff like that. $79. And like I said, you can get really, really heavy compression. It's not the greatest looking compressor in the world. And it's not about what it is, how it look and everything like that. It's about what kind of sound you can get out of it. And it has a very, very, very good digital compression to it and whatnot. So it's one of those podcasting type of compressors, one of those custom made compressors that you can really kind of like dial in, get your own sound, save it, and go to it at all times and stuff like that, man. So that'll be a wrap with this stream right here, man. Y'all make sure you go ahead and download the demo just like I did for DDMF Comprezzore and stuff like that, man. A custom made compressor for your sound and stuff like that. You can customize your own attack. You can customize your own release. You can customize your own compression curve at the same damn time. You feel me? All right, cool deal, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream right here. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram at @SuperMario_producer and stuff like that. Also, you can check out my podcast at onthebeat.podcast on Instagram as well. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe just like Mood Music 737 did on the show, man. Appreciate you, man. Salute to you, bro, and stuff like that, man. Make sure you go ahead and also like this video if you thought this video was real good, for your knowledge and whatnot, man. We talked about, importing video in the Studio One, doing voiceover work, and also post audio editing and stuff like that. Now, we didn't do anything on on the record, but I showed and walk you guys through it or whatnot. That's something you have to play with on your own, and stuff like that, or whatnot. But it's definitely, I did a whole hour video production, audio work in here, and it didn't take me long, man. I knew what I was gonna do. Got in here. You can cut up the audio, as you can extract the audio from the video and put it in Studio One. You have to do that in order to do the audio editing. You just can't load up the video and then think you're going to do any audio. You have to extract the audio, put it on a track, and then once you do that, then you can make it sound good however you need to. Cut, take out parts, crossfade, all that other shit, add elements in there, add music, add one shots, sound effects, voiceover work, and everything like that to sync up with your video, and then export the video out. Yes, Studio One can export the video in MP4, M4V, and also MPEG files and stuff like that. Sorry, no .mov files, only MPEG M4, M4V, and MPEG as well. And then we talked about, again, DDMF, Comprezzore, plug-in. We reviewed it, tried it out on the vocals or whatnot. Didn't have anything acoustical that I wanted to try it on or whatnot, just because I'm not too familiar with these type of customized type of plugins, but I'm quite sure it'll sound really good. Just on the vocals alone, bro, like it sounded really, really good. So if you were doing any type of, saying podcast work, radio editing, or radio voiceover commercials or anything like that, the Comprezzore would be good for you and stuff like that, man. So like I said, man, this is a very boring video, of course, but if this is something that you were looking for, I'm definitely I hope this help you out and stuff like that, man. This has been your boy Super Mario, man. Next stream that we do, we definitely gonna step it up a notch, man. We're gonna fuck with some beats, man. Of course, man, because I haven't myself or whatnot. But we're gonna make some beats with Studio Link Studio plugin. I got some new loops I need to play around with. I am like 2.5 weeks behind music stuff, so we definitely gonna get it in and stuff like that, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, but I just thought this was a good opportunity for a lot of people to understand that you can bring video into Studio One, man. Until then, man, y'all be easy out there. Stay creative or whatnot. Make sure you go ahead and sub this channel and also like this video. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And again, man, y'all be easy out there. Hey, man, and also too, man, it's springtime, so the snakes will come out. The snakes will come out, man. So keep your grass cut in your enviro and stuff like that, and everything gonna be all right, man. That was a message, you know what I'm saying? That was a message, you feel me? And stuff like that, man. But definitely will, stay tuned with you guys, man. Whatnot, next stream, we'll definitely be making beats, man. Y'all tune into it and stuff like that. This has been your boy Super Mario, man. We are out of chill.